EXT South Park bus stop, morning. The snowy, quiet town of South Park, Colorado, blanketed in fresh powder, hums with the low buzz of a small mountain community, where pickup trucks rumble past mom-and-pop shops, and the distant peaks loom under a gray sky. Four boys. Stan Marsh, 8, earnest and sensitive with a blue beanie. Kyle Broflovsky, 8, bright and moral with a green Ushanka. Eric Cartman, 8, obese, foul-mouthed, and manipulative in a red coat. And Kenny McCormick, 8, poor and muffled behind an orange parka, stand at a bus stop, their breath visible in the frigid air. Stan, shivering, kicks at a snow clump, muttering about how his mom made him wear an extra scarf, which he thinks makes him look like a dork. Kyle, adjusting his hat, argues that scarves are practical in -10-degree weather, sparking a debate about whether frostbite is badass, Cartman's stance, or just stupid, Kyle's. Kenny mumbles something incoherent, his words garbled by his hood, and the others nod as if they understood. Cartman, licking a Twinkie wrapper, suddenly burps and declares he had a weird dream about aliens sticking a big metal hoo-ha up his butt, which he describes in graphic, exaggerated detail, claiming it felt like a chili cheese burrito explosion. Stan rolls his eyes, saying Cartman's dreams are just his brain processing his mom's terrible cooking. But Kyle, intrigued, asks if Cartman saw lights or heard buzzing, citing a library book about UFOs. Cartman dismisses it, saying he doesn't believe in hippie alien crap, but his confidence falters when he farts, and a small spark shoots out, making Kenny giggle, muffled, and Stan jump back, yelling, "Dude, what the hell was that?" The school bus pulls up, driven by MS Crabtree, a snarling, unhinged woman who screams, "Sit down and shut up!" as the boys scramble aboard, Cartman lagging behind, clutching his stomach and muttering about alien butt gremlins. Inty school bus, continuous. The bus is a chaotic mess of screaming kids, flying paper wads, and graffiti-covered seats. Stan and Kyle sit together, discussing Cartman's story, with Stan insisting it's just Cartman being gross, but Kyle, flipping through a dog-eared UFO magazine, wonders if aliens are real, citing statistically significant abduction patterns. Cartman, across the aisle, overhears and mocks them, calling Kyle a nerdeclare nerd and Stan a jerk. But his taunts are cut short when he farts again, this time with a faint green glow, causing the other kids to scream in MS. Crabtree to threaten to skin him alive. Kenny, laughing so hard he falls off his seat, gets muffled curses from Cartman, who insists it's just gas from his mom's tacos. EXT, South Park Elementary, morning. The bus screeches to a halt at the school, a squat brick building surrounded by snowdrifts. The boys pile out, dodging snowballs from older kids, and head inside, where the halls buzz with gossip about a weird light in the sky last night. Into classroom, day. Mr. Garrison, their bumbling teacher, tries to teach multiplication but gets distracted by his hand puppet, Mr. Hat, which he uses to scold students. Cartman, still shaken, whispers to Stan that his butt feels violated, prompting Stan to tell him to shut up before they get detention. Kyle, meanwhile, notices a news report on the classroom TV about crop circles near South Park, fueling his alien theory. He convinces Stan to investigate after school, while Cartman reluctantly agrees, only because he wants to prove he's not a pansy. Kenny tags along, mumbling about wanting to see aliens. XT South Park streets, afternoon. The boys trudge through knee-deep snow toward a field where the crop circles were reported, bickering the whole way. Stan wants to hurry, Kyle's theorizing about extraterrestrial linguistics, Cartman's complaining about missing snack time, and Kenny's tripping over his own parka. They find the field, where flattened wheat forms a perfect circle, and Kyle, geeking out, measures it with a ruler, declaring it mathematically precise. Cartman, bored, farts again, and this time a low hum fills the air, and his rear emits a faint beam of light, making Stan yell, "Dude, your ass is a flashlight!" Before they can process it, a blinding light engulfs them, and they're lifted into the air, screaming. Alien ship, moments later. The boys materialize in a sterile tip, glowing chamber filled with sleek consoles and 2 visitors. Classic gray aliens with big eyes and spindly limbs. The aliens communicate telepathically, their voices echoing in the boys' heads, explaining they're conducting routine probing to study human physiology. Cartman, freaking out, shouts, "I knew it! You freaks probed my sweet, innocent butt," while Kyle asks if they come in peace, citing Star Trek. Stan, trying to stay calm, demands they let them go, and Kenny mumbles something that sounds like cool ship. The aliens, unimpressed, implant a small device in Cartman's rectum, off-screen, with exaggerated sound effects and Cartman's wails, then beam the boys back to the field. AXT Field, night. The boys land in a heap, disoriented, with Cartman clutching his rear and cursing aliens, his mom, and everybody in this stupid town. Stan, shaken, says they need to tell someone, but Kyle warns that no one will believe them, citing government cover-ups. They head to Stan's house where his mom, Sharon, is baking cookies and dismisses their story as too much TV. Cartman's mom, Liane, arrives to pick him up, oblivious to his trauma, offering him brownies while he mutters about intergalactic perverts. Int Stan's house, night. The boys watch a news report about pranksters making crop circles, which Kyle calls a conspiracy. Suddenly, Cartman farts and a massive satellite dish erupts from his rear, towering over the house, broadcasting alien signals that hijack every TV in South Park with static and eerie tones. The boys scream, Sharon faints, and Stan's dad, Randy, a geologist, thinks it's a tectonic anomaly. XT'd, South Park Town Square, night. The town gathers, panicking as the dish pulses with light. Mayor McDaniels, a clueless politician, blames hippies, while Officer Barberty, the inept cop, tries to arrest the dish. Kyle, realizing the aliens are using Cartman as a transmitter, convinces the boys to find Chef, the school cafeteria worker and resident wise man. Int Chef's house, night. Chef, a soul-singing ladies' man, listens to their story over Coco, stroking his beard. He believes them, citing his own close encounter in the 70s, and suggests they reverse the polarity of the dish to send the aliens a message to leave. The boys, confused, nod as Chef grabs a jury-rigged radio from his garage, explaining it's like an Independence Day. AXT Stan's house, night. The boys climb onto the dish with Cartman whining about his poor, abused hiney. Kyle and Chef tweak the radio, sending a signal that says, "Leave us alone, you butt-probbing weirdos," in binary, Kyle's idea. The dish glows, then retracts into Cartman's rear with a slurp, making him scream, "My ass is not a black hole!" The sky flashes, and a UFO zooms away, leaving the town in chaos. Inti school classroom, next day. The boys sit in class, exhausted, as Mr. Ray Garrison lectures about fractions, oblivious to their ordeal. Cartman, still sore, vows never to eat tacos again, while Kyle muses about the universe's mysteries. Stan, annoyed, just wants to forget it, but Kenny, grinning under his hood, mumbles something about alien butts. Suddenly, a cow crashes through the classroom window, launched by the aliens as a parting gift, landing on Kenny, who's crushed, muffled scream. Stan and Kyle gasp, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny, you bastards!" as Cartman laughs, saying, "That's what he gets for laughing at my ass." The class erupts in chaos. Murter Hat yells at the cow, and the screen fades to black as the iconic South Park theme plays, leaving the boys' first alien encounter as just another weird day in their messed up town.